Hey, this is Darren with Day 18. I'm getting some great insights into storytelling. Wow, this chapter, looking at my notes here on the screen, what I learned today. Oh, first of all, as you know, I always do 17 minutes. Oops, 17 minutes, 38 seconds today. Again, still debriefing from Lady and the Champs and trying to do the best of what I can, but making that 17 minutes. So here's a couple of highlights of what I got out of today. This is flipping great. Linda, I believe Linda wrote or had a part or consulted in Reversal of Fortune. That film, and it was just interesting. She had some great insights today about characters and why and how, and this is just awesome. So, for example, Alan Dershowitz, who was the lawyer in Reversal of Fortune, is defending Klaus, and what was interesting is she said she couldn't talk to Klaus because of uh, uh, legal issues. So he not able to talk about or publicize the situation. So she wasn't able to talk about him. But she said that she had Alan Dershowitz, the lawyer, have a line in the movie that says, "I want to find out about this guy, Klaus. Who is this guy?" And so the audience thinks, "Well, yeah, who is this guy?" And almost plants the seed of that. So it's just interesting that you use dialogue to get the audience to think along a line, but then they also know why they're going that way. Linda says that all of these questions are sprinkled throughout the film to sustain the mystery as they're going along. Another big aha is that, let's see, Alan Dershowitz grew up in the same neighborhood as Woody Allen, and he very much is like the Woody Allen character. And she didn't want to portray him that way because then people would say, well, she's copying the Woody Allen character. So it was interesting. And she tried to think, okay, so what flaw could she make so we could identify with him? If she couldn't make him like he really is, because then people would think it wasn't real. So she said she could make him an alcoholic, but then Alan Dershowitz would sue her for slander. So she ended up making him grouchy and loses his temper. And the real Alan didn't like this because he never lost his temper, but it was one of the few things that she could do so the audience, and love this, the audience could have more points of identification with him. So that's interesting. All the characters that we have in our stories in the film, we have to be able to identify with their flaws. And then one more thing that was really big today, another interesting scene. At the beginning of the movie, she has Alan Dershowitz explain to his students that even if Klaus is guilty, a lawyer has an obligation to defend the dramatic process, because if the process isn't clean and fair, then innocent people will be convicted. So Alan sees himself as a defender of the Constitution, and in that service he has to oftentimes defend people he doesn't like. And so what this does is, using some of the students, asking them questions and things, really gives us the reason behind this and gets us to root for Alan, so we're not mad at him and don't dislike him because we're defending, or he's defending somebody that we think, or the general public thinks, may in fact be guilty. So we're rooting for him to defend him because he's defending the Constitution. So the movie brings up some questions, so we're really not sure, and that was something else that was an aha. We really don't know the facts. So it's just interesting how she wrote the script, and those are great insights that I learned today because I did my 17 minutes and 38 seconds. How about you? What did you do to get a little bit closer to your dream today?
Stage time.